Top 3 wrestlers of all time. You can go male or female. Carefully worded, top 3 wrestlers.
Wow, you're going to get me a lot of heat. See, I have to quantitate this a little bit, qualify this a little bit, because I look at different, there are guys that are excellent in-ring performers, and then there are guys that are great crowd motivators that the fans want to see. So I think if I had to list this top 3 of all time, my top overall, just because I knew him and I loved him, and he was a complete psychopath with his attention to detail, and the fans absolutely loved him, was Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho was a very unique individual. On the day of a show, if you weren't Macho Man's opponent, you did not talk to Macho Man, because he was only about talking to his opponent. Pardon my language, if you went to talk to Randy and you weren't his opponent, fuck off, brother, I got an accident. Fuck off, talk to you tomorrow, not today. And all he wanted to do was like talk to his opponent. And I was an aggravating rookie then, so okay, show day, don't bother Randy. My personal favorite guy to watch wrestle in the ring when he's on, and this is probably just a general opinion, is Randy Orton. I don't think I've ever seen anyone in this industry, when he's on doing his thing, is more in tune with his character and what he's delivering in the ring than Randy Orton. Randy Orton, economy of movement, everything he does means something. There's nothing wasted in his facial expressions, in his moves in the ring. He doesn't do a lot of stuff, but everything he does is with impact, with intent, and he gets the maximum effort out of it. And Randy's just pretty to watch when Randy's on. He makes everything look just smooth, like there's nothing rough in it. And then my other guy will probably be, just in my short career, probably John Cena, because John Cena was amazing for me to work with, and John Cena worked me a couple of times every year for 15, 16 years. We'd have little feuds all over the world. John Cena made me a shit ton of money, so John Cena is definitely one of my favorites. But, you know, and then when I get back into where I am now, there's some incredible talent in AEW that I've never been exposed to, with Kenny Omega, and guys that think outside the box, like the Young Bucks. Like the Young Bucks, like we do things in psychology, and you've been in the business a while, you can see a certain pattern to how things flow. And then when I see the Young Bucks work, they don't follow any of the rules. There's no rules to what the Young Bucks do as far as a lot of their mad psychology and what they do. And for me, I find that fascinating, because it just shows a real example of there is no one way to do it. It's how you make your connection with the audience and how you stimulate them, and those guys have it. And Kenny, fundamentally, for a lot of the things that Kenny does in the ring, is just really impressive on the execution on a lot of stuff he does from a technical standpoint. Like I watch Kenny, and when I watch Kenny, I salivate a little in the back of my mind going, oh yeah, I'd like to be a heel and work Kenny Omega, and or Darby Allin. I'd like to be a heel and work Darby Allin too, and just beat the snot out of Darby Allin and watch him come back every time. So there's a lot of great talent. I've been fortunate enough to work with pretty much everybody and anybody, but just off the top of my head that I've worked with, I would say definitely Randy Savage, Randy Orton, and John Cena.